Imagine you are a tiny field mouse hanging out in a forest at night, munching on a delicious seed and totally minding your own business, when suddenly a massive predator targets your location from a branch 50 feet away. It launches into the air and dives straight toward you at 40 miles per hour. But even though a giant beast is rushing through the sky, you hear absolutely nothing. No rustling leaves, no wind rushing, and not even a single flap, because you are being hunted by an owl. To humans and animals alike, the owl is a literal ghost, flying in absolute, terrifying radio silence, while common birds like a pigeon or a crow move around sounding like broken fans. But to understand their secret superpower, we have to look at why flying is usually so incredibly loud, starting with the fact that air is actually a heavy, thick fluid to a bird's wing. When a normal bird wants to stay off the ground, it has to forcefully smack its wings downward, crashing into the air and creating massive, chaotic swirling pockets of wind called turbulent vortices. It is like trying to slice a delicate piece of paper by hitting it flat with a giant, heavy metal frying pan, which creates a massive, violent racket that acts like an alarm bell to every prey in the area. The owl completely solves this problem thanks to 3 genetic cheat codes built right into their feathers. First, the front edge of an owl's wing feather isn't smooth. It has a jagged, comb-like row of stiff structures that acts like a miniature hair comb, slicing the incoming wind into tiny, neat streams instead of letting it violently slap the wing. Second, as those tiny streams of air slide across the top of the wing, they hit a back edge that is covered in a soft, fuzzy fringe rather than being hard and sharp, acting like a silencer on a cartoon spy gun that gently blends the air back together into peaceful little ripples. Finally, their entire torso and legs are wrapped in thick, ultra-soft, downy feathers that act exactly like the acoustic foam panels on the walls of a professional music studio, trapping and absorbing any remaining high-frequency sounds. When you put all 3 features together, you get a bird that can fly directly past a high-tech microphone and almost make zero noise. But the craziest part is that owls didn't just evolve silent flight to sneak up on prey, they did it so they could hear better. Because owls have some of the most sensitive ears in the entire animal kingdom, loud clapping wings right next to their heads would completely deafen them to the tiny noises made by bugs and mice hiding under the snow or grass. By silencing their own wings, they effectively turned up the volume on the rest of the world, meaning that by the time their prey realizes a ninja is in the sky,